Well, good morning. Let's take a live look outside on your Monday morning. It is a little bit hazy out there, but don't worry. This will burn off, and we're going to get warm today and into the week. Thanks for joining us. I'm Corey Rose.
And I'm Erica Lopez in for Jordan Chavez this morning. Yeah, don't let that fool you this morning. We're in for a beautiful day and a really nice week. And our friend Chris Bianchi, I think you're happy that you finally get to deliver some good news and not just rain, and more rain.
Yeah, rain, severe weather, followed by more rain, followed by more severe weather. But this week, none of that. Well, mostly none of that. We're talking about just some very isolated storm chances over the next few days. And temperatures right now in the mid-50s. It is a little bit soupy out there. There's still some leftover moisture and also a little bit of wildfire smoke moving its way into the picture for us from the north and west. This is wildfire smoke from Canada that is overhead here today across northeastern Colorado. Temperatures right now, mostly in the mid to upper 50s for us across eastern Colorado, 40s, 50s for us in the mountains. Satellite and radar seeing a bit of cloud cover breaking on up. As we mentioned, it's moving into southern Colorado as we get northwest flow, and that'll keep us on the dry side for today. High temperature, 80 degrees for us, sunny skies for us here in Denver. And again, just a little bit of wildfire smoke overhead. Otherwise, temperatures into the upper 70s for us by the early part of the afternoon. And those overall headlines, it stays dry, it stays warm. However, we do have some isolated storms to talk about, and it gets warmer, much warmer by the end of the week. Details in my full forecast. Want to send things over to Erica now for a check of traffic.
You know what, Chris, we are having some technical difficulties with traffic this morning, so we're hoping to get things up and running for you right now. As you do get ready to head out, you can just expect some general delays on our main interstates.
The body of a well-known hairstylist in the Denver community has been found by the Lakewood Police Department. Jax Gratton, a transgender woman, was first reported missing by family back in April. Today, her family will hold several events to honor her. The first one will be at the City and County building. That's where 9 News reporter Brianna Fernandez is this morning. Brianna, this is a heartbreaking update for the community.
It truly is, because Jax was last seen on April 15th. She was, according to her friends and family, she was last seen leaving her apartment in southeast Denver. But on Friday, the Lakewood Police Department, they posted on social media that a body was found in an alleyway along West Colfax. Now, police say that because the body was in advanced stages of decomposition, they couldn't positively identify the body. Jax's mother said she learned it was her daughter from the detectives with the Denver Police Department. Lakewood police say that the circumstances around her death are suspicious. So right now they're working to determine how she died. During the last 2 months, friends and family searched tirelessly for her, even calling on the community to help. Brandy Carey, she said that she has known Jax since 2020. She tells us her friend was someone people loved.
Jax is a bright light. She will always be a bright light. You could know her for 5 years or you could know her for 5 minutes, and she would show you the same care either way.
Now, we are still waiting for additional confirmation from the Jefferson County Coroner's Office to determine the cause of death. But again, there's going to be several events happening today to honor Jax's life. The first one's going to happen here outside of the City and County building. That's happening at 11 this morning. We know that there's going to be a statement that's going to be read by one of the state representatives. And then later tonight at 6:30, there's also going to be another event with family and friends at the Highlands United Methodist Church. For now, I'm live here in Denver. Brianna Fernandez for 9 News.
Brianna, thank you. Today, the trial for the man accused of killing one teen and hurting another in Aurora nearly 2 years ago is expected to start. Aurora police say Oris Shore confronted 2 teens trying to break into his car. Police say the teens drove off in a different stolen car. Shore chased after them, firing shots as he drove. The teens eventually crashed. One of them died and another was hurt. Shore faces charges of first-degree murder and attempted murder.
Meanwhile, the trial for the My Pillow guy is set to wrap up this week. Mike Lindell is being sued for defamation by a former Dominion voting systems executive after Lindell claimed without evidence that Dominion rigged the 2020 election. Lindell's attorney argued that he believed that was true at the time.
This morning, we were working to see if King Soopers workers will go on strike for the second time this year. This comes as their 100-day pause of their strike ended on Sunday. Workers are arguing against reductions from pensions and health care benefits and arguing for better staffing at stores they say are currently understaffed. At the same time, Safeway workers in Colorado have voted to approve a strike. That means the workers could hit the picket lines as soon as the union gives 72 hours notice.
Right now, about 300 National Guard troops are patrolling the streets of Los Angeles after President Trump activated them against the wishes of California's governor. It's an ongoing political clash between the Republican White House and the state's Democratic leaders as violent unrest in downtown Los Angeles spills into a fourth day.
We're going to have troops everywhere. We're not going to let this happen to our country. We're not going to let our country be torn apart.
The protest started in response to ongoing immigration raids. Federal agents have arrested about 150 migrants around LA. Protests, which started peacefully, turned violent, with demonstrators burning cars and throwing bottles and chunks of concrete at police. Governor Newsom blames Trump for inflaming a tense situation. It's the first time a president has activated a state's National Guard force without a request from the state's governor since the civil rights era. Newsom says he will file a lawsuit against the federal government today to send National Guard troops home. Meanwhile, the administration is threatening to arrest any state and local officials who interfere with immigration enforcement.
At least 2 people are dead following a shooting in Las Vegas on Sunday. Officers on patrol in the area heard gunfire and ran towards the area. They arrived on the scene to find 2 victims who were laying on the sidewalk suffering from apparent gunshot wounds. Officers gave medical aid to both victims but were unsuccessful. Police say it appears to have been a targeted killing that followed an online argument.
This morning, President Trump's new travel ban is now in effect, blocking most new visa applications from 12 countries. This includes Afghanistan and Iran. The proclamation signed last week also places tougher restrictions on travelers from 7 other nations unless they already hold a valid U.S. visa. Advocates are calling the travel ban discriminatory. The White House insists it's about national security and enforcement. For now, previously issued visas remain valid, but new applications from banned countries will be rejected.
Israel's blockade of Gaza may have been partially lifted, and a new U.S.-backed plan to deliver aid has begun, but aid to Gaza still hangs by a thread. Restrictions imposed by the Israeli military on aid routes, ongoing airstrikes, and a lack of security, plus the continuous displacement of tens of thousands of people, are aggravating an already alarming situation. That's according to the UN and other aid agencies. The supplies that do get in risk getting looted. As of Saturday, 350 trucks containing humanitarian aid had entered the Gaza Strip in the last week, less than 20% of the volume of goods getting into Gaza before the conflict.
Israel has intercepted a Gaza-bound aid ship. It was carrying several prominent activists. Among them was Greta Thunberg. Those on board were detained and taken to Israel. The Freedom Flotilla Coalition says the Israeli military unlawfully boarded their ship, which was trying to deliver aid to Gaza. Israel characterized the ship as a selfie yacht carrying celebrities. Israel also says the food and medical supplies on the ship were confiscated and will be transferred to Gaza through humanitarian channels.
Today, U.S. officials are set to meet with Chinese representatives in London. They will reportedly continue trade talks. This comes after President Trump held a lengthy phone call with China's president last week. Trump says during that call, China agreed to start selling rare earth minerals to the U.S. again, but it is not clear what exactly was agreed on. The countries lowered most of the tariffs on each other's goods after breakthrough trade talks in Switzerland last month.